So we have the consul speaking to the General Assembly. He wants to convince them that this is something dangerous that needs to be repressed. The Bacchic rites have for a long time been performed all over Italy and recently even in many places in Rome. I'm quite sure you're aware of this, not just by rumors, but also by the bangings and howlings heard in the night, which echo throughout the city. Some believe it to be a kind of worship of the gods. Others suppose it to be a permitted sport or relaxation. How interesting is this? That he even say, we don't even know anymore. Is this a ritual or is it a, hedonistic? Some people just having fun. Because this is the same judgment that we will find again much later. I have to hold myself so that I don't talk about next lesson today. But so bangings and howlings, they're loud and being loud. Like, what are they doing? Is this really a kind of worship or is it just people having fun in a very loud way? And then he says, a great part of them are women, and they are the source of this evil thing. Ta-da! Ta-da! We have it. He says it. This is, we're going back to the Maenads, we're going back to the Minoans, we're going back to Çatalhöyük, this culture where women had a prominent position, a position of authority, especially in connection to orgiastic rites. And how this is seen. We are already 2,000 years after the beginning of the Minoan, the best Minoan phase, let's say. 2,000 years is the same time that separates us from the birth of Christ. So imagine how long has passed and how many things have changed. But some things don't change. There's women there practicing orgiastic rites. What changes is the attitude towards that, the source of this evil thing. Next are males, scarcely distinguishable from females, dancing frenetically, having lost their minds by lack of sleep, by drink, by the confusion and the shouting that goes on throughout the night. Ta-da! We have it again. This is it again. This is not heteronormativity, okay? Males scarcely distinguishable from females. You cannot even tell if these men are real men or not. And they dance frenetically. They lost their minds, because they are in an altered state. Lack of sleep, drink, confusion, shouting. Yes, all of this can happen. All of this can induce an altered state of consciousness. And it used to be okay. It used to be the way that certain rituals were performed. And they did manage to survive all those centuries and centuries. And if we go back all the way to the Neolithic, even millennia, and probably some form of it was even practiced in the Paleolithic. So it made all the way to here. And Consul Lucius Postumius is telling us that, this is a problematic situation, especially these men that are not really men. This is a problem. There is a concern over the integrity of Roman manhood. These concerns were chief for the Romans. And let's draw comparisons. Let's, make some bridges to our current societies and the need for men to be men and to be good soldiers. Roman male elite was most concerned because their livelihood was sustained by the work of slaves, women, and soldiers. So this is from another paper, but this is not Lucius Postumius. But yeah, these are two big points. The integrity of Roman manhood was paramount value. You had to be tough, you had to be ready to kill, you had to be ready to silence your humanity and be a war machine when you were called to do so by the authorities. And not only this, but also the fact that in these rituals there were slaves, women, and potential soldiers. You know, this is what made the world go round for the elites in Rome. So if those people bond, it's dangerous.